Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, one from Eminem's daughter who recently shared her thoughts on 50 Cent's show that included the Eminem surprise performance. And apparently Eminem's message to the crowd at the end of his performance was also kind of aimed at his daughter, as you'd see in a bit, and fans have reacted to her take on this, which we'll get to in a moment. Today we also have more from 50 Cent's final lap tour, and this time in a promo video, 50 Cent threw shade at his former associates Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. Let's rile up some fans on social media who fired back at 50 Cent for clowning them, and we'll get to this at the latter part of the video, and as usual, I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on if 50 Cent was wrong for doing that. Starting with Hailie's reaction to the performance in Detroit, she claimed that she hadn't seen 50 Cent perform in years, since perhaps, quote, 6th grade, and she added,
and I was just so, first of all, I was just so happy because there's so many bangers that I feel that everybody just like forgets about, or like there's the club songs, but then there's so many like play that you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
like
this is a bop.
Yes, like bop
this
after
is a banger.
And while some pointed out she forgot he was at the Super Bowl too, she went on to speak about the quality of the production at the show being outstanding. But remember when Eminem said this to the crowd after his performance?
Oh, Detroit! Don't act like you didn't know I was gonna be here.
That pretty much applied to Hailie as she expanded.
Dad came out, when he came out at the Ed Sheeran thing, we like we knew before. Like,
did you not know if he was coming out or not?
No, so like I found out right before.
Got it.
But still, no matter what, I get so hyped because like the like I could just see the crowd being like so happy. Yeah, happy. It was the most crowded too, and most like hectic I have seen.
And some fans who made it to the show in Detroit shared their experiences. One user reacted to Hailie's take on the show. Was totally my experience. It was such a great show all around, very polished and so many hits. And on the crowd noise, a user added, still can't believe how damn loud it was in that place. But on a side note, some are still in awe about this fact. His daughter got a podcast and talks now? Bro, what the F? I'm old. Loudly crying emoji. And speaking on 50's final lap tour, I've seen some UK fans cry about ticket prices for his upcoming shows in the country. The lowest price for 50 Cent's next show in the United Kingdom in Glasgow, Scotland is going for £265/$325, and some users have spoken about this feat. The way 50 Cent is selling out every show in every state in the United States plus overseas, with 15,000 capacity in each venue without putting out any music in 10 years is nothing short of epic. If you recall, even Busta was blown away by the final lap tour performance.
In 1 week, worldwide, 840,000 tickets sold in 1 week. 840,000 tickets.
Moving on to the next point today, 50 Cent recently decided to stir the pot when it comes to his former G-Unit associate, and it made headlines already. 50 Cent disses Lloyd Banks and Young Buck on final lap tour, all thanks to this post on Instagram.
They think this is something. Wait till they see Lloyd Banks.
I want the work.
Wait till they see straight out of cash.
Come out your mouth, slick.
And 50 Cent has ruffled feathers with this one, as over on Twitter, a user hit back at 50 Cent with this. Lloyd Banks just has to ask when 50's last great album was. Cause of the Investable 1, 2 and 3 are better than any 50 album with the exception of his first Get Rich or Die Trying, when he had Dr. Dre production helping him. Lloyd Banks' late-in career resurgence is second only to Nas. But if you read 50 Cent's book, this post basically supports 50 Cent's argument on his issues with Banks, because while most agree that Banks is the better rapper, 50 Cent believes that with more effort, Banks should have been bigger than him. 50 Cent believes his talents have been hampered by laziness, and he expanded on this in his book Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, when 50 Cent stated, "While I was out hustling, I actually hustled with his father. Banks was more content staying on his porch and watching the world from there. There's nothing wrong with that, but it underscored a particular aspect of his personality. Banks wanted things to come to him as opposed to going out and getting them for himself. That's not me trying to assassinate his character. The guy has Lazy Lloyd tattooed on his arm. He literally wears his laziness on his sleeve. I'll explain it in football terms since FIFA video games are so popular. Think wonder kids who don't live up to their potential. Most football fans who don't even know these wonder kids in real life get visibly angry when they speak about what they could have been. This is how I see 50 Cent's take on Lloyd Banks, but at the end of the day, Banks is his own person, and not everyone thinks the juice is worth the squeeze. And now 50 Cent has got many confused. I thought 50 and Lloyd Banks were cool with each other now, and this was a recurrent point. I thought 50 was cool with Lloyd Banks, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts. Tell us below. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.